Say good morning, Mrs. Hamilton. You can hear Duke because he wants his cookie. Duke, what's he going to say? Mama. 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 There you go. And Bean wants his cookie. They're going to hop down probably if they want cookies today. I am doing Unit 20. I'm doing Day 2. This is the day that we do our live spelling. Before we get started, I want to go over with you about this time we don't have the packets with the runoff. I'm going to be sending you the list for this week. Gosh, I'm stuck. Sorry, guys. Sending you the list for this week as a picture format that you will see either in Class Dojo or on Facebook. You're more than welcome to try to print it off. If you can't, I wanted to show you what you could do at home. This is exactly what I did. I just took a piece of notebook paper and I put Unit 20 EA. I put the review tricky words here so that whoever's at my house using this could read them to me. I put this week's tricky words right here. I did the review words here because I still want my child to practice those old rules that we have just gone over. I put List A, which we're going to be using this week right here to read. And at the bottom, I added the sentences. Now, I didn't do List B or List C. I'll probably add those later with my child if I feel like they need more words. But for right now, I have a feeling that this is going to be plenty of words. And I took it directly off of this paper that we've been sending home. And like I said, which you will have a picture of in your Class Dojo and in your Facebook page. So you can just copy it like this and make your own to use with your child this week as you're using it as a review to read. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do our quick dash first. Remember, with our quick dash, first we're going to go over the side that has the character's name, and you're going to say the character's name and sound. Then the second time we do it, I'm going to flip it over to where it only shows the letter, and you're just going to tell me the sound. All right. Right, Annie apple at. Right, Eddie elephant eh. Yes, red robot r. Watch wires woo. Sorry about that. Megan's got to get in the chair with Emily. Clever cat and hairy hat man. Ch. Mr. E looking for robots as Mr. E saying his name E as Mr. A's looking for robots. Mr. E saying his name E as his brother E is looking for robots and not saying anything as they walk together. Magic E with his magic going over one letter to get E to turn into Mr. E to say E. Magic E with his magic going over one letter to turn into Mr. I to say I. Magic I now, which is taking the Magic E's place to go over one letter to make the other vowel say its name, and ing. Magic E going over one letter to make U say its name of you. And Walter Wire is splashing Hairy Hat Man where he doesn't say anything, so it only goes woo. I'm going to try to slow down, not go as fast so I can give you time to say it. All right, let's try it with you saying just the sound. Ah. Eh. R. Ooh. Ch. E. 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 Sorry about Bean's head. I. In. You. Ooh. Great job. Now, what we're going to do is review the chart again today so that we can do our live spelling. My nose is just itching up a storm. I guess you guys are thinking of me a lot. Now, remember, we have 2 vowels going out walking. The 2 vowels going out walking this week is Mr. E with his friend Mr. A. Mr. E is going to be waving his hand and saying E, as Mr. A is going to be looking for robots. All the words underneath these 2 columns are in that part of the sort. Let's go through and sound these out and read them together. Eat, eat. You do it. Read, read. You do it. Eat, neat. You do it. Reach, reach. In, meaning. Real. Dream. Team. Now I want you to say these words with me as we read them. They all have Mr. E out walking with Mr. A, with Mr. E waving his hand and saying the sound of E, and Mr. A looking for robots. We have eat, read, neat, reach, meaning, real, dream, team. Now we've got our next one. This is Eddie Elephant. This letting us know that we're now going to have the short E sound in E, whereas here we have the long E sound with the 2 vowels walking together of E and A. Let's sound this word out together. Melting. What's this word? Melting. Let's sound this one out. Left. Left. What's this word? Left. Let's read all these words together with the short Eddie Elephant sound. Melting. Left. Now we have 2 new tricky words this week. The first tricky word is our, like our class. With this one, remember that it's spelled 2 different ways, but this one means that we own something. So it's only going to say that R sound and not the OU. The next word is listen. Remember with this tricky word, we're going into the part that this is 2 syllables. So that's the reason why we have 2 short vowels. We divide it between the 2 consonants of S and T. So this is lis, and then the next part is tin, and the whole word is listen. So that's why it's tricky. We do have 2 sentences. With our sentences, remember we're going to be reviewing old tricky words, new tricky words. We're going to be reviewing old sound out skills, and we're going to be doing new ones. Tricky word is I. This is reviewing some old sound out skills. Will. Our new rule, eat. Old sound out skills. If, with. Our new tricky word of our. And then this one doing the new rule of team. Let's read the whole sentence together. I will eat with our team. Remember this ends in a period, so because it ends in a period, it's going to tell us that I will eat with our team. Now we have our next sentence that we're going to be working on. It also ends with a period, so it's going to tell us something. We've got our old sound out skill of the E shouting its name at the end for wa-E. Old sound out skill of will. Our new tricky word of listen. Our magic E rule, making it be I for while. Our old tricky word of you. And our new skill of read. So if we put this together, we will listen while you read. So it's telling us that we're going to listen while you read. And I would think the we would be a class. Now, what we're going to work on today is the live spelling. With the live spelling, your child can have a piece of paper and they can be writing these with me. If you need to pause the video and give them time to write the word and then turn it back on so they can see the final answer and check it, that's fine. Because I may be going a little bit faster than they can actually write it. So you can definitely pause it during this time. So with our live spelling today, flipping over to my words. Our first word is tail. Please remember to go ahead and hold up your fingers so we can count out the sounds. Here we go. T-L, tell. I need you to write it. I'm going to write mine. All right. See if you write it the same way. T-L, tell. Remember, we got that short E sound. And remember, we've got the best friends at the end of Lucy Lamplight and Linda Lamplight. All right. Excellent job. Now remember, if you need to sound out a couple of times on your fingers, that's fine. Our next word is teach. I will teach you a new word. Fingers up. Let's sound out teach. T-each. Teach. One more time. T-each. Teach. You write teach, and I'll write it too. All right, I'm going to turn mine around and let you look at it. We have T, E, the EA that we're working on this week with the two vowel teams going out walking of Mr. E saying his name as Mr. A looks for robots, and then the Ch, Clever Cat and Hairy Hat Man making the sound together. All right, I want to erase mine. We're going to get our next word. Our next word is reach. I will reach for the chart. Fingers up. Each. Sound out again. Each. Now go ahead and write. I will write mine as you write yours. I'm thinking I've got to do each. I've got 3 sounds to write. Let me show you the 3 sounds I wrote. With the R, the E-A-E with our new rule of the two vowel men going out walking, E saying his name, Mr. A looking for robots, and then we have that same ch sound. If you think about it, and I bet you I've got several of you going, oh my gosh, Miss Halton, all I should have done with the last one is change that R to a T, and I would have had teach. And then I could have gone back to reach. All right, let's do our next word. Oh, this is something I know a lot of you like to do. Probably all of you. That's to read. Let's get our fingers up. Read. Read. One more time. Read. Read. Go ahead and write. Remember, we're writing 3 sounds. I'm going to write them on my board too. Read. All right. Let's turn around. R-E-A. Mr. A saying his name while he's walking beside Mr. E saying his name E as he's walking beside Mr. A that's looking for robots. And then the duh. Read. Oh, I think I can trick you up on this one. You're not going to get it. You ready? The word is lead. I will lead you in a song. Lead. Lead. Sound out with me again. Lead. Lead. All right, I've got 3 sounds to write. I'm going to write them. You write yours too. All right, I want to show you mine. Here we go. 3 sounds. L with L, E. Mr. E walking beside Mr. A so he can say his name, and A's looking for robots. Lead. All right, now, I think I got a better one. Let's do leaf. A leaf will fall to the ground. Leaf. Leaf. Sound out again. Leaf. Leaf. 3 sounds. I'm going to write it on my board. You write it on yours. Leaf. 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 All right, I'm going to show you mine. L-E. Mr. E walking beside Mr. A, saying his name as he looks for robots. Leaf. That F sound in. Leaf. Great job. All right. Here's our next one. Left. He left the paper on his desk. Left. Sound out with me. Left. Left. Again. Left. Left. You hear that? That's Beanie. He's chewing on his chewy. Now, as you can see, I had 4 sounds, so you need to write 4 sounds. I want to write left with 4 sounds. I want you to write it too. Okay. All right. I'm going to show you mine. Left. Be careful because I know a lot of you might either write it L-E-F and not have the T, or some of you might want to write it L-E-T and leave off the F. Be careful because we want that T at the end. Oh, this is a great one. Less. He wants less to do. Less. Less. Let's do it again. Less. How many sounds? You got it. 3 sounds. All right, I'm going to do it on my board. You do it on your piece of paper. I've got mine. You got yours? I'm going to turn it around. Less. Now, don't be mistaken and only put the 1 S at the end. Remember, we've got the best friends at the end of Sally Snake. Well, it's Sammy Snake with his sister Sally Snake. Sorry, I wanted to put the girl first when it's supposed to be the boy first. Then you got Eddie Elephant here with that F sound. So be sure that you're remembering that when you put the 2 S's at the end. All right. This is our last word. Clean. I need to clean the house. Clean. Here we go. Clean. Do it with me. Clean. It's your turn to write on your board. I'll write it on mine. Remember, we've got 4 sounds. All right. Hope you're ready. We'll turn mine around. Here we go. Clean. So I got the K as a C, as a L, E-A. Mr. E saying his name as he's walking beside Mr. A who's looking for robots. And the Clean. All right. Now, today we're going to be working on our word detective. With your word detective, again, I know you don't have the papers with you, but I'm going to show you how to copy it and what you're going to need to do today for the word detective. Just try to. So, I have my word detective, and I've added the picture for you. The picture for the list I added on Monday. The picture for the word detective I've put for you for today that you'll see posted. It looks like this. What I did to make my own sheet was I took a piece of notebook paper, and I think it was easier to turn it around sideways like the other word detective, so you can put everything across it better than it would be if you had turned it this way. Now with the word detective today, we're going to be working on the EA sound of E, with the two-letter man going out walking. Mr. E saying his name as Mr. A is looking for robots. Now, normally they have the kids to color, but today what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a box for them. So, let's read the first sentence together. Can you see it from there, Emily, or do I need to bring it up closer? But I bet you I'll bring it up closer so everybody can see, so I can do the first one. All right, you've got it where everybody can see, Emily? All right, here we go. This seal eats its meal on the beach. Let's read it again together. This seal eats its meal on the beach. What I'm going to have you do is to look for EA. When you look for EA, I want to have you to box it. I want to have you to mark out the A because it doesn't say anything because he's looking for robots, and put a line over the E. So if I go to here, do I see that EA in this? I don't. But do I see it in seal? I do. So I'm going to box out the EA. I want to mark out the A and put a line right over the E. I'm going to do one more. I want to do eats. I see the EA again. I'm going to make my box. I'm going to mark out the A and put the line over the E. I want you to continue to do that throughout the whole paper. That's the only thing that we're going to be doing today is working with EA and the word detective. Let's go through and read the second sentence together. The teacher said that real, a lot of EAs, beavers work as a team. Let's read the whole thing. The teacher said that real beavers work as a team. And again, if I do one here, box it, put a line over it. Now there's more EA words than that. If I look, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 EL words. So I'm going to put right here. But you're going to need to find 8 of them that have that in it. I only did 3 for you. So don't think you're done. Working with finding Mr. E, waving his hand and saying E as he's walking beside Mr. A, who's looking for robots. That's why he's got his line over the top saying his name, because it's long, and Mr. A is marked out because he's not saying anything. All right. So today we have completed working on day 2 of Unit 20. We have done our live spelling, and you can work on your word detective. Remember, like I said, you don't have to, if you can't run it off, just write it like I have done here on a piece of paper and use this with your child. If you need to go back to any parts of the video and stop it for the live spelling to give your child a chance to be able to have time to do the words for live spelling, that's great. I have no problem with that at all. I just don't want to keep them, hanging on too long. All right, Bean, did you try to tell everybody goodbye for me early by hopping up on the chair? Yeah, you sure did, didn't you? Okay. Thank you so much for coming today for Letterland, Unit 20, Day 2. See you later. Bye.